Now with over 2,000 different skins and 1,500 different pickaxes, it can be really hard to find the best items to use. So today guys, we're looking at the 35 most TRYHARD Fortnite items. This is going to be a list of the best items to use in Chapter 6, and as we do get closer to Chapter 6 Season 2, you are going to want to start using all of these items today, and make sure you stick around to see what the #1 position is, because it is going to be a surprise. But let's just get straight into it, and we have to start off with Zadie. I feel like this is such a good TRYHARD item. It's definitely one of the better items that we have seen in Fortnite over the last few years, and I feel like this is really well designed for all of the TRYHARD players. It does fetch back 1,200 V-Bucks, but there are so many different edit styles for this, so it does feel like you are using a different skin every single game, and of course this is a skin that not too many casual players have used in the past. I feel like this is really just reserved for all of the TRYHARD players that we do have. That just makes it even better in my opinion, but a pickaxe that is going to fit in with every single style of these has to be the serrated Demon Fang. This is one of the cleanest pickaxes that has been added to the game. It probably hasn't been that popular or that tryhard just yet because we have had so many other items added to the game in Chapter 6, but it is still really good, and it's going to fit in with most tryhard skins in the game absolutely perfectly. You did actually have to buy this with the Shogun X skin. I know that hasn't really been as tryhard as I first thought it would actually be. It is still quite a good skin and very underrated today, but the pickaxe is probably the best item from this set, so if you guys are a fan of this, then make sure to pick it up the next time it's in the store. The Shogun X is also the boss on the map right now, so having this pickaxe as well just makes it even better, and it could even work in with skins like Unchained Ramirez. In my opinion though, this is probably going to fit in with some of the other traditional tryhard pickaxes that we do have in the game, but there is no doubt that this is one of the best skins that we have seen. This is actually a collab skin with the Balenciaga franchise. We haven't seen this in the store for such a long time, and there are rumors that this is never going to return to the game either. I really like this though. It basically has the same effect that Midas has, where the more eliminations you get, the more golden this skin becomes. So if you play a game and get 5 eliminations, it will go from a silver skin to a fully golden skin, which is really clean. It definitely fits in with the theme of tryhard skins in Fortnite, and I feel like the fact that this is quite rare at the moment as well is just making this even better. But another skin that has featured in the store a lot is going to be Trixie. This is a 1,200 V-Bucks skin though, so it is a little bit cheaper than Unchained Ramirez, but I still feel like this is really underrated today and perfect for tryhard players. There are so many different ways you can customize this skin. I really did think this is going to be the next highly popular customizable skin in the game, to the point where it would be as good as the superior skins, but that definitely has not happened. It is still one of the cleanest skins in the game though. I really like the design of this, and you can customize it in so many different ways, even more ways than the superior skins. I mean, you can change pretty much everything around about these skins, which is so clean, but again, I feel like a lot of people do just prefer to use the superhero skins. Obviously, with a skin that has so many customization options, you do want to use a pickaxe that is quite simplistic, so that is why the slasher is a really good choice. This is going to fit in with every single edit style that you can possibly make with Trixie. It is going to be such a clean pickaxe as well, and even though it does only feature in the store around Fortnite Mares, I still feel like it is worth buying because the design is so good. I mean, you can actually pick this up for 500 V-Bucks, and I feel like the fact that this is Michael Myers' pickaxe just makes this even better. So if you guys are a fan of at least Fortnite Mares and tryhard pickaxes, then this is definitely something you need to buy. Another skin that is going to work in perfectly with the slasher though has to be Chani. Now this is one of the better collab skins we have seen in Fortnite. This was last introduced to the game during Chapter 2 Season 8 when we had the first June movie released. I feel like the most interesting thing about this skin though is that this was introduced to celebrate the first June movie being released. We have now had other June movies and TV shows actually released, but Fortnite has decided to not add these skins back to the game or collaborated with June further, introducing other skins. I feel like that is a really weird choice. Usually when Fortnite does collaborate with such a big brand like June, they always release some other items eventually when other movies or TV shows do get released, so it is kind of strange just seeing Chani on its own, but I feel like the Mogul Masters are still going to be a better choice. These also cost 1,500 V-Bucks, so they are as expensive as Chani, but the biggest thing about these is that you do have to buy each the Mogul Masters individually, which is why I feel like we don't really see too many people using them today. They are definitely skins though that tryhard players love. There is something so cool about the design of these, and I feel like the fact that they are so OG, and with Fortnite moving into Chapter 1 Season 2 OG in only a few weeks time as as well, these are just going to get better and better. I feel like Fortnite really could have improved these skins a lot though, just by adding in edit styles for the original styles, or just making this one skin with a bunch of different styles. It would have improved this so much, but unfortunately that is never going to happen. I guess we could always see more countries or edit styles being added for these skins, but since they were added in Chapter 1 Season 2 and this hasn't happened yet, I am honestly losing hope. I also thought Fortnite would have added in some edit styles for something like the driver by now, but this hasn't happened just yet. I mean, we do have the Dauntless driver now in Fortnite, but the original driver is still the best pickaxe to use. You can pick this up for only 500 V-Bucks, so it is so cheap, and the design is so simplistic that it is going to work with every single skin you have in your locker, regardless of if they are a tryhard skin, a noob skin, or even from a battle pass like the Night Rose. The Night Rose is one of the cleanest skins from this battle pass. It is actually the tier 100 skin as well, so it is a grind in order to unlock it, but the skin is so worth it, and all of the super edit styles just make this even better. I mean, this skin was always really clean, but I feel like a lot of the edit styles that we do see for skins in the battle passes have started to drop off a little bit, with people just preferring to use the item shop skins that we do see, or the collab skins that do get added to the game. So hopefully as we do move towards Chapter 6 Season 2, the Night Rose does start to gain a little bit more popularity, especially as more people do unlock it. I don't think that is going to happen though, again, because I just feel like the collab skins have just been so much more popular since Chapter 6 started, and that is definitely clear with the Ninja Knight Batman. This is one of the coolest skins that we have seen. I'm so glad that Fortnite are collaborating with DC once again, and even though this may not be a traditional tryhard skin, I feel like there is so much potential for this moving forward, and probably the best part about it is that we are only going to see more and more Batman and DC items being added in the future. This is really cool. There is so much potential for what the DC collabs could bring to Fortnite, so I just feel like for that reason alone, we had to include the Ninja Knight Batman. I have actually been using this a lot though, and if you guys are a fan of the male skins in Fortnite and you do want to use something quite simplistic, then I feel like this is a no-brainer. One pickaxe though that you probably won't see too many people using with this is going to be the Winter's Wand. This is one of the newest pickaxes in the game. It was added just with Chapter 6 Season 1, and this is definitely one of the more underrated pickaxes that we have seen, and I feel like this is only going to get better as well. What is so cool about this is that it shares the same design as something like Yoda's cane, and we all know how popular and tryhard that has been in the past, so this is really only going to get better. I like Winter's Wand a lot, especially if you are waiting for Yoda's cane to return and you have not had the opportunity to buy it, then the Winter's Wand might be a better choice. This was introduced with a Winterfest skin though, so we might have to wait until next year for Flaky the Snowbird to return in order to get the Winter's Wand, but hopefully you guys did end up picking it up. One item that you won't have to wait too long to get though is going to be ISO. This should return to the store very soon. It is quite expensive though, coming in at 1,500 V-Bucks, and that is purely because of how well detailed and designed this skin actually is. I mean, this skin is just so detailed, it might honestly be one of the best designed skins Fortnite has ever added. It is kind of disappointing there is no customization to this skin though. It would have been really cool if you could change around the colors, or at least change the glowing effect on this to whatever colors you like, but at the moment it does just change through a few different rainbow colors, which is really clean. It can make it hard to find a good combo that fits in with this though, because obviously the skin is so detailed, but I feel like the Star One does a pretty good job. This is obviously one of the most tryhard pickaxes in the game. I'm sure all of you guys watching this video already own it, and for only 800 V-Bucks, it seems like something that everyone should own in the future. We have seen this pickaxe remade a lot as well. The only way that Fortnite could have improved this though is actually by adding the edit styles to this pickaxe, as opposed to just adding additional pickaxes with this original design. That would probably be my only criticism of this, but I still feel like it is definitely worth using and owning in Fortnite today, so if you guys don't already have it, then make sure to pick it up. And I guess the other really good thing about this is that it seems like it does return to the store almost every week. One skin that is going to fit in perfectly with this though has to be Pit Stop. You can actually pick this up for 1,200 V-Bucks, so it is quite expensive, but you get 4 different edit styles with this, with each color style looking very very different. That is the best part about it. I feel like that makes it so unique as well, and definitely one of the best skins that we do have available. It is quite old though. This definitely is not a new skin being introduced during Chapter 2 Season 4, so I feel like this probably won't be one of those skins that gets a rapid increase in popularity anytime soon, but just the original design of this is so clean. It is going to be perfect for tryhard players as well, which just makes this even better. It is probably never going to be as good as something like Siren though, which has to be without a doubt the best skin in the history of Fortnite. I mean, this is just my opinion. I feel like it has been so popular and tryhard for such a long time. It is going to be hard to compete with this. It has started to drop off a little bit now in Chapter 6 Season 1, but again, I feel like this is so iconic. It has to be one of the best skins Fortnite has ever designed, and we are seeing so many other remakes of this skin being added to the game all the time, which just makes this even better, and I guess just shows you that Fortnite understands how good this is as well. Not only do we have the original Siren skin now with 3 different styles, we also have Spycatcher Siren and Championship Siren added to the game. I really feel like they could add in Fortnite Mares or Winterfest variants of this skin, and they would be so popular, but we do also see a lot of pros and streamers using this skin as well, and that probably won't be changing anytime soon. We do see a lot of people also using Shadowblade Hope because it is a Battle Pass skin introduced during Chapter 6 Season 1. I really like this. I feel like this Battle Pass has been so good. It is definitely one of the more underrated skins though from Battle Passes in Fortnite, just because we don't really see too many people buying the Battle Passes anymore. Again, I feel like the increase in price, even if it was only from 950 V-Bucks up to 1,000, has been quite a big change, and a lot of people are now just preferring to buy the skins that do get added to the item shop instead. Let's move on though, guys, and next up we have the Harley Hitter. This is one of the cleanest pickaxes Fortnite has ever designed, and honestly I would have loved to include this in a lot higher in this video, but I just feel like it has to be one of the best pickaxes in the history of the game. But again, because it is a DC or at least a collab pickaxe, it has dropped off quite a lot. This is an 800 V-Buck pickaxe in Fortnite. We do now have 3 different Harley Quinn skins added to the game, but we have only seen 1 Harley Hitter added. I feel like it would have been cool to see other color variants added with the different styles of this skin as well, but that could always be something that does happen in the future. If you guys want to save your V-Bucks though, you could always get the Yule Jacket skin. This was a free skin that was added to the Winterfest update only a few weeks ago. This is probably one of the coolest Winterfest skins we are ever going to see. It is obviously a remake of the Yellow Jacket, which has been quite tryhard in the past, and this is only going to make this skin even better moving forward. The only downside for this though is that the Winterfest skins never really seem to return to the store after they have been introduced for free. I mean, we have never seen Blizzbell or Crisbell returning to the game, so unfortunately if you guys didn't open the Winterfest presents to get the Yule Jacket, it seems unlikely that you'll be able to get this in the future. One skin though that I feel like is going to be much better to use is going to be Samurai Darth Vader. Now again, I am a little bit biased here because I am a huge Star Wars fan, so whenever Star Wars items do get added to the game, I always buy them straight away. I feel like Samurai Darth Vader has just been incredible. It is one of the coolest looking skins Fortnite has ever designed, and obviously what is even better is that this isn't necessarily a character that we have seen in the Star Wars franchise. It is sort of a collaboration with the Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 1 theme and Star Wars to make a really incredible skin. The design for this is so good. It would have been cool to see a variant where you can actually take the helmet off. I feel like that again is just going to make this even better, but again, this probably won't be happening anytime soon. The other really cool part about this collab though has to be the pickaxe, which is Vader's katana. Again, it does seem like we are never actually going to be getting lightsabers added to the game since they were originally added as weapons. I mean, it would have been really cool to finally get lightsabers added to the game in Chapter 6 Season 1 as pickaxes. We have wanted this for such a long time. You could customize these around with different colors as well, and it would make them so good, but unfortunately it seems like Fortnite has pretty much given up on this idea, and introducing Vader's katana is definitely a really cool alternate. In my opinion, this is probably as good as they could have designed without introducing actual lightsabers to the game, so I'm really glad that we finally have this, and I have been using it a bunch, and even though it is a Star Wars item, the katanas have been quite tryhard in the past, so I feel like this just does make it even better. If you do just want to use a more traditional pickaxe, so you could always use the Candy Axe. Now, the Candy Axe is definitely a more traditional pickaxe in Fortnite. This sets you back 1,500 V-Bucks though, so it is so expensive. I'm a big fan of this though. There is just something so cool about the design of this, but Fortnite did definitely miss out on an opportunity by introducing the Merry Mint as a completely separate pickaxe and not just an edit style for this. That would have made it one of the best pickaxes in the game and still really popular today, but I still love this a lot and feel like it is one of the best pickaxes in the game, especially since we did just have the Winterfest update. You can pair this with a bunch of different skins as well, and we have seen a lot of pros actually using this with Midas. Midas seems like it is one of those skins that is never going to drop off in Fortnite. I mean, it has to be one of the best skins of all time, and the fact that this was introduced with a battle pass just makes it even better. I feel like this has been remade so many times as well, which just shows you guys Fortnite understands how popular this has been and is probably only going to get more remakes in the future. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Winterfest variant of this added. It seems like this is such an obvious thing that Fortnite should be doing, so hopefully we do see that in 2025, and if you guys would like to see that as well, then make sure to let me know down below. The original Midas though still has to be one of the best. Obviously this is never going to return to the game because it was part of a battle pass, but we just had to include it in this video. One free item that we have also seen people using in Chapter 6 is going to be the Humbug Slicer. This is a free Winterfest item that we saw during Chapter 6 Season 1. You could actually get this for free just by opening presents, similar to the Yule jacket, so I really do hope you guys did end up getting this. Obviously the Winterfest presents have now ended, so this is never going to be added back to the game. This is probably one of the better free pickaxes that we have seen as well. I feel like a lot of the free pickaxes are some of the more underrated ones because they are really popular when they first get added and then they drop off so quickly, but I am a big fan of this and there is going to be a lot of people using this in the future, especially as it does just become a little bit more rare. If you guys do want a skin that is going to fit in with this perfectly though, then Jade is an obvious choice. This is one of my favorite skins that we have seen from this battle pass, probably my favorite skin as well, and that is just based on how many different variants of this skin there actually are. I mean, you can make this very sweaty, you can add one of the cool Oni masks to this if you don't want to be as tryhard, but instead just want to use one of the coolest skins in the game. But again, I still feel like Jade is such a clean skin and it is going to be perfect for you. I feel like this is honestly worth the 1000 V-Bucks that the battle pass does cost on its own, and we do now have the superstars in Fortnite as well, which just makes this even better. It is a grind in order to unlock them though, so if you do want to use something that is a little bit easier to own, then the Icebreaker is probably a good choice. This is a 500 V-Buck pickaxe in Fortnite, so you can buy this and don't really have to grind out the game in order to use it. It does feature in the store all the time as well, making this even better. And of course, this hasn't been remade just yet, but there is always the possibility that Fortnite does remake this in the future. If they ever do remake this, I feel like it is only going to make the original pickaxe even more popular. A lot of pros and sweats do already own this, so I'm sure a lot of you guys already have this in your locker, and if that is you, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. That takes us further guys to the top 10, and we have the Karuta Harley Quinn skin. This is one of the best DC skins Fortnite has ever introduced, and one of my favorite skins of all time. I feel like this is the best Harley Quinn skin in the game. As we mentioned earlier, we do now have 3 in Fortnite, but there is just something so cool about this. I don't think we are ever going to see a Harley Quinn skin added after this. I mean, 3 seems like the most they will ever add, and I'm surprised they haven't really added in edit styles for these skins, but instead just added in different skins entirely. I feel like it would be a lot more popular today if it was just one skin with other edit styles, but obviously this is still worth buying at the moment. It is kind of hard to find a pickaxe that fits in with this though, because the color styles are so unique, but the Gold Crow does a pretty good job. Obviously, whatever tryhard pickaxes you do own are always going to work in really well. I like the Gold Crow a lot, and what is so unique about this as well is that you can only get this in a bundle. It does set you back 1,200 V-Bucks, so it is quite unique, but that is because you get this with 2 other pickaxes. No one has ever really used the other pickaxes that come with this though. I just feel like the Gold Crow has to be the best one, and this is probably something you guys already own. It has also been remade a bunch, and it is a remake of an earlier crowbar pickaxe, which was just the crowbar. You can use the crowbars with almost any other skin in Fortnite, and a lot of people have been using this with Lara Croft. I'm a huge fan of this skin. It is probably the best Battle Pass skin in the history of Fortnite in terms of how popular and of course how tryhard it has been. but I feel like now in Chapter 6, it is starting to drop off a little bit with a lot of pros and streamers using some of the other skins that we do have in the game. There's just something so cool about this, so I feel like the fact that a Battle Pass skin only got more popular after it was first introduced is a Battle Pass is kind of crazy and just a testament to how well this was designed. My only hope for this though is that people start to use some of the other edit styles for this skin as opposed to just the default style, which has been the most popular one by far. A good pickaxe that is going to fit in with every single style of this skin though has to be the Fiendish Wand. This is one of the remakes of the Star Wand that we talked about earlier, but I feel like the Fiendish Wand is a much improved variant. This was added for the Fortnite Mares update. You could actually unlock this for only around 500 V-Bucks, so it is quite cheap and cheaper than the Star Wand. And of course, we have seen a lot of pros and streamers using it, only making this more tryhard in Fortnite. Hopefully a lot more people do end up using this as well. You could unlock this for free, which is probably the best part about it, but now it does feature in the store quite often, which is only going to improve the popularity for this moving forward. Obviously, you can use this with skins like the superhero skins as well, which is probably the best part about it, because whatever tryhard skins are popular usually means that the pickaxes people use with them are also going to become popular as well. So if pros are using the superhero skins, the Fiendish Wand is usually a pickaxe that they end up matching with this. The superhero skins though have to be some of the best skins in the history of Fortnite. You can pick these up for 1,800 V-Bucks, making them some of the most expensive skins in this video, but obviously they're some of the best because they have been in the game since Chapter 2 Season 4 and are still really popular. I feel like Fortnite could have introduced some other styles for these skins over the years, whether that is other suit edit styles, other colors, or even other ways to customize them, but we haven't seen it just yet, with Fortnite choosing to add in other customizable skins to the game, which I guess does make sense as well. They want to make as much money as possible, but I feel like it would have been better to just improve one of the best skins we have ever seen. If you guys do want to use a much newer skin though, then the Snowy Ops is going to be the perfect choice. This is one of the newer skins that we have seen. The Snowy Ops is basically a remake of Wonder, one of the most expensive skins in the history of Fortnite, coming in at over $1,000, and they just made this for the Winterfest update. It was sort of introduced after the Winterfest update was added though, which is a really weird choice. I still feel like this skin is worth using though, and hopefully that does mean it does feature in the store a lot more regularly than a lot of the other Winterfest items. I would have loved to see some other color variants for this as well, but that hasn't happened just yet. But we need to move on, guys, and next up we have the Leviathan Axe. This is definitely one of the most iconic pickaxes in the history of the game. You can pick it up for 1,000 V-Bucks, so it is quite expensive, but it has only featured in the store once, which is the main reason why this is so rare and I guess tryhard as well. We have always seen rumors that this would return to the store, but it hasn't happened just yet. But I guess with Fortnite collaborating with a lot of different franchises that we thought would never return to the game, like DC, there could always be a chance that the God of War franchise items do return to Fortnite, reintroducing the Leviathan Axe to the shop. Speaking of returning collabs though, we did finally see comic book Catwoman returning to the store. This has to be one of the best collab skins Fortnite has ever designed, so finally seeing this being added back to the game was so good, and I basically waited months and months for this finally to return to the store and bought it as soon as it got released. I feel like a lot of you guys did as well, because this went from being one of the most underrated and rare skins in the game to one of the most popular and tryhard skins almost overnight. It was so crazy to see this actually happening, but I love it so much. I feel like they could add in other variants for this as well, which would make it a lot better, but regardless, with so many pros and streamers using this at the moment, it is one of the best skins in the game. We have seen pros like Frantic using this pretty much every single day, and she's actually pairing this with the Axe of Champions 2.0, which has to be the best pickaxe in Fortnite. I love this so much. It is definitely a pickaxe suited for all of the tryhard players as well, because this was designed for the best players in the world and only given out during the FNCS tournaments. For that reason alone, I feel like this is one of the best pickaxes we are ever going to see. It is really going to be interesting to see if we do see more pickaxes like this being designed and introduced to the item shop, like the Blade of Champions, where it is not just given out to the FNCS winners, but also added to the item shop in the future. But unfortunately, it isn't the most tryhard item in the game right now, and that has to be the Renegade Raider. Yes, guys, the Renegade Raider has finally returned to the store. It is only going to be in the item shop for around 2 more weeks before it is removed forever, or at least we think removed forever. But this finally returned to the game after being one of the rarest skins of all time. You could only get this in the Season 1 seasonal shop, but now in Chapter 6 Season 1, you basically just have to level up a bunch of times, earn 1.5 million million XP, and you get this skin in Fortnite. It is so cool. Obviously, there are going to be some other styles for this skin added for all of the rare players that bought it when it was first introduced, like Fortnite usually does with some of these rarer items, but I still feel like this is really cool, and I'm so glad they finally added this back to the game. As an OG player who loved this when it first got introduced and missed out on buying it, I'm so glad I can now use this skin every single day. But there you guys go, that is my video for the 35 most try-hard Fortnite items. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and let me know what item you guys are using today.